Hey, what's going on today, guys? My name is Trey. Welcome back to the channel. And as always, welcome back to beautiful and sunny Hawaii. I just wanted to make this video because for some of you guys that are interested, I have finally purchased a new vehicle. This vehicle purchase has honestly been like 10 years in the making. I am a car connoisseur. I love all types of vehicles and SUVs and trucks. I love vehicles. I love the driving experience. And honestly, that is why I've decided to purchase a brand new 2021 Tesla Model Y. And in this video, I want to kind of share with you guys my buying experience. I have test driven everything out there. You know, I have literally conducted so much research, and out of nowhere, Tesla came into the equation, and I decided to purchase this beautiful, beautiful vehicle. And I plan on sharing my experience with you guys. So stay tuned and let's get into it. Before we get too deep into the video, I just wanted to share with you guys my buying experience, you know, literally going from research to test drive to purchase. I just want to share with you guys sort of my sentiments and sort of the thought process that went into buying this beast of a car. So I sold my lifted, beasted 2011 Nissan Frontier last October, and I have just been literally researching like a madman SUVs. As some of you guys know, I am about to be a new father. My baby will literally be born on April 26th, which is about 2 weeks from now. So I needed to get something that was a little bit more realistic. As you guys know, that Frontier was a beast. It had a 6-inch lift. It was a great truck, but I needed to get something that was a little bit more family friendly, and I didn't want my wife to have to be literally using a ladder to get into a vehicle. And so I did my research. I test drove the Toyota 4Runner TRD Pro. I test drove the Lexus GX 460 and the 470. I test drove the Toyota Land Cruiser. I was actually getting ready to pull the trigger on a Toyota 4Runner TRD Pro because it just absolutely blew me away. It was such an amazing vehicle. But what actually saved me from purchasing that Toyota 4Runner TRD Pro is I had a friend of mine tell me, hey Trey, I think you should go test drive a Tesla. I bought a Model Y recently and it absolutely blew my mind away. So before you, sign your name on the dotted line and sign your life away, just go down to Tesla and sign up for a test drive. And that is exactly what I did. When you sign up for a test drive, you basically go on Tesla's website and you research a time. You get like a 30-minute to an hour allotted time to sign up for a test drive, which is nothing I've ever experienced before. Like typically you go with a salesperson and they go on the drive with you. But I had never experienced this new form of a test drive, which is where they just allow you to take the vehicle out. And so that's what I did. And guys, it was probably the biggest mistake of my life because I just totally forgot about the Toyota 4Runner TRD Pro, which, don't get me wrong, is still a great vehicle, but it just doesn't touch the Tesla Model Y. Coming from an ICE car, the very first thing that you're going to notice when you drive a Tesla Model Y, Model X, Model S, Model 3, anything, the first thing that you're going to notice is the sound. You don't put a key in the ignition, you're not going to hear any exhaust rumble. Like, you're not going to hear any fans heating up or anything like that or whirling. You are just going to hear complete silence. And guys, I was sold at that moment right there. Like, I've driven loud cars, but it was just something that was different and unique. And, since I'm going to have a baby, like, I don't want to be scaring them with a straight pipe car or anything like that. I want them to be relaxed and mellow and, be able to get the rest and relaxation that they need. Being a baby's tough. But anyway, I was sold right there. But I took it on the test drive, and honestly, one of the other things that you're going to notice is the blistering fast speed. Guys, I have test driven so many cars. I have driven so many vehicles. I've driven Lambos. I've driven Porsches. I've driven AMGs. I've test driven probably every single M car out there from BMW. But when I tell you that there is no feeling like a Tesla instant acceleration and instant torque, I'm telling you guys, this thing is unreal. I could only imagine driving a Tesla Model S Plaid Edition or one of the performance models. This isn't even a performance model, and it's still blistering fast. I absolutely am obsessed with the speed of this thing. It is a bullet. I'm sure some of you guys are gonna be like, well, Trey, there's so many other fast cars out there. And like, don't get me wrong, I also test drove the Porsche Macan. You know, I test drove some of the other crossover, sporty, luxurious SUVs. But honestly, they just did not touch the 2021 Tesla Model Y, in my opinion. And it's just blistering fast. Like, there's no other way to put it. The instant torque and instant acceleration is next to none. I've never driven a vehicle that is this fast from factory. You know, a lot of you guys are gonna say, whoa, Lambo is fast, blah, blah, blah. Guys, you are not going to drive another SUV unless it's a Lamborghini Urus that is as fast as this guy. Well, I guess a Model X2 that is as fast as a Tesla SUV. This thing is an absolute beast when it comes to speed. Now, I bought my 2021 Tesla Model Y on March 9th of 2021, and its expected delivery date is actually on like May 20th, so it takes a while. So for some of you guys that don't know, I live in Hawaii, so it takes a long time to get vehicles here. And while the Tesla showroom actually did have the exact spec Tesla that I wanted, I decided to put off purchasing that one, and I decided to just place an order for a brand new one that's never been driven, wasn't denied delivery, and honestly just came straight from the factory in Fremont and got here to Hawaii, and I wanted to experience it. And so this, if you guys are wondering, is actually a loaner. Tesla, for some reason, there was an error that happened. They canceled my order, and I got an alert, so I called them immediately. I'm like, hey guys, you know, what's going on? My order was canceled. I just want to make sure everything was good. You know, their response was, oh, you know, we'll take care of it. We'll take care of everything. And since your order got canceled by mistake, let's go ahead and place another one at the same original price that it was, because I bought it at the time before they did the $1,000 price hike. And so for me, that customer service is just next level. You know, I hear all types of horror stories, but, you know, I had a great experience. And so my Model Y should be here in May. Even if it comes here in June, that's fine. I'll wait a year to get this thing. It's totally worth the wait. And so this here is a loaner. When you purchase a Model Y, or if you're a prospective customer, Tesla actually gives you the option to do a overnight rental. And let me explain to you guys how that works. So basically what happens is you go to the showroom and they basically give you the option to test drive a Tesla Model Y overnight. And so you go later in the day, and whatever inventory is left over or is still in stock or not in service, they allow you to take that vehicle on a test drive. And so that's basically what this guy is. It's a loaner vehicle. It's a really nice red. I was actually thinking about getting the red, but I decided to go with another color instead. And so let me kind of explain to you the exact spec that I went with. I ordered a black on black. I went with the black exterior, I went with the black interior, and then I went with the really nice black induction 20-inch wheels. And the reason why I did that is because I've just owned so many black cars. They've never let me down personally. You know, I had the black W204 C63. I had the black BMW E92 M3. And lastly, I had the black 2011 Nissan Frontier. All vehicles that really did a great job in terms of paint quality, in my opinion. And so I'm just looking to go with something that is black and murdered. I love that murdered out look. You know, I'm looking to go with the Expel PPF satin black. It like kind of, well, I know it's not called satin black, but it makes it have like a satin finish. It looks really good. You know, I plan on doing some tint with this guy. There's just so much that I want to do. Another thing I wanted to mention though is while there are so many mods that you can do with this vehicle, you can literally drive this thing off the lot and not have to do anything. It's ready to go. It's got the speed, you know, it's got the quality sound system, you know, it's got the look, it's got the headlights, it's got everything that you need. You know, I know there's been some issues with like quality control with Tesla, and like, you know, I've heard the horror stories and whatnot, but I'm telling you, these 2021s, they have really done an excellent job ensuring that the paint quality is beyond up to code and that their customers are happy. You know, they're really doing a great job. And like, I'm on the Tesla boat from here on out. I've even thought about getting a Cybertruck, putting in an order for a Cybertruck here in the next few days, just because I'm so sold on EVs and I'm sold on Teslas. And honestly, I don't ever plan on going to a gas station again unless it's filling up my wife's Nissan Versa. So, and that's really about it, guys. I'm super excited to be a owner of a 2021 Tesla Model Y. They are making so many upgrades to these vehicles via software updates and new orders going out, and they've addressed the panel gap issues. And just, I mean, just look at this thing. It looks so good. It's so fast too. So like if a Porsche rolls up on you, or if, one of these, guys tries to get, ballsy with you and tries to race you, this thing ain't gonna lose. Like, I've got so many of my coworkers saying like, oh, Trey, let's race, blah, blah, blah. They got Audis, Porsches, BMWs. I'm not even worried about it. And speaking of speed, another really great perk of purchasing a Tesla is for a whopping $2,000, which might be steep for some of you guys. You can purchase the acceleration boost, which drops this thing to the low 4s. I've even heard some guys clocking in high 3s, and you are destroying everything. We're getting into like supercar, hypercar range at that level. So you're gonna beat everything on the road. You're gonna look great showing up to your kids pre-K or kindergarten or school, picking them up. This thing is absolutely beautiful. Another aspect of the Tesla Model Y that sold me as well was the practicality and just the minimalist nature that this vehicle has. There's no dash. Basically everything is done off of the larger screen, which I personally love. It has a love-hate relationship with a lot of people, and coming from a internal combustion engine, a lot of people are so used to having knobs and buttons and bells and whistles. I'm a simple guy. I don't like things to be too crazy and whatnot. I've had some cars that are like spaceships. My E90 M3 was literally the equivalent of a spaceship. It was fast, but I just love this thing. It's so simple, and it looks so good. And I love the minimalist look. I have a kid now, so I want things to try to be as simple as possible. I don't want there to be more things than there needs to be. And Tesla definitely satisfies that. I promise you they do. The safety aspect of owning a Tesla is another thing that was super attractive to me. It has these little cameras placed throughout. They're on each side of the panels. They're also in the back as well. And so, like I said, I'm a new father. I want to make sure that my family is safe. My wife, my baby, my family, my friends. I want to make sure that I'm driving something that is safe. These are the reasons why I went with the Tesla Model Y. It obviously looks beautiful. It's fast. But if you're a guy or gal that cares about safety, if you ever get into an accident, you are going to walk away from it in a Tesla. Doesn't matter what Tesla you're driving. Cybertruck is probably gonna drive through a brick wall, but from a safety aspect, Tesla is hands down one of the industry leaders. Tesla does not let you down when it comes to the space factor. That was another thing that sold me about this vehicle. It does have a hatchback, which honestly put the Model 3 out of commission for me. Like, I need the space. I need the cargo space. Like I said, I'm going to be a dad, so I'm going to have a car seat in here. I'm going to have strollers. I'm going to have all types of stuff for the baby. Like, we like to go to the beach. We like to go hiking. I need the room. I need the space. We go grocery shopping all the time. I need the space. This guy has so much space. I've never owned a hatchback in my life, but this thing looks really good from a space factor. So if you are looking for a vehicle or an SUV that has space, this guy will not let you down. It has so much space and room, and there's so many different cargo departments as well. There's the frunk. It does have the trunk, obviously, but underneath the trunk, there's some storage compartments. There are storage compartments all throughout this vehicle. So if you're looking to get into something that has a lot of space, the Tesla Model Y is not going to let you down. There's so much space in this vehicle. Final thing that sold me on the 2021 Tesla Model Y is the look, the road presence. This thing is menacing. Obviously, this is the red color. I did not order the red color, but this guy just looks so good. The road presence is just absolutely stunning. I mean, the paint quality, in my opinion, is one of the best paints out there. I know I'm going to get a lot of shit for that from some of you guys, because there's so many people out there that don't like Tesla paint, but I think it looks really good. Like, the red looks good, the white looks good, every color, even the blue looks really good. I've never been a huge fan of blue cars, but man, the blue on the Model Y just looks so good. And yeah, I think it looks so good. The 20-inch induction wheels, I think the Uber turbines and the performance are a little bit overkill, but man, do they look really nice. Like, they look so good. The interior looks good. The minimalist look, the the road and curb presence on this thing is just next level. This thing really does break necks while also being completely practical as well. And I love the menacing nature that Teslas have. You know, they roll up on you real quiet at a stoplight, and it's going to gap you. So it's going to look good while doing it as well. So I love that aspect of Teslas, and that's honestly all of the reasons why I purchased this thing. This thing is super nice. And that's gonna be it for me, guys. Like, I'm super excited for this next chapter of my life. Fatherhood, investing, continuing to kill it at work, Tesla ownership, the future of Tesla. There's so much happening in my life personally that's amazing. You know, continuing to build the farm. I'm super excited. I'm super thankful and grateful. One, for all of you guys for watching this video, if you've made it all the way this far. And to my subscribers, thank you guys so much for the continued love and support. You know, I know I make videos of all sorts, from food reviews to experiences here in Hawaii, but I truly do love life, and, you know, having this YouTube channel and having the ability to step out of bed and create content, especially in such a beautiful place like Hawaii, is a once in a lifetime opportunity. And, you know, I just want to thank you guys so much for continuing to watch and tuning in and asking questions. And I want to continue to keep that same concept rolling. So if you guys have any questions at all whatsoever, you know, I know a lot of you guys are like moving to Hawaii or coming here for vacation. I'm gonna leave my Instagram handle in the description below. So if you have any questions about Tesla, or about what I do for work, or about the farm, or about, you know, investing, or about fatherhood, please, I don't care. If you want to know how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, I don't care what it is, reach out to me. I promise you, I have a great open door policy personally. So I love meeting new people and, you know, hearing advice and giving advice and seeking advice. So please just reach out to me. Don't be afraid. I promise you, I'm a nice guy. You know, I don't want you guys to think that I'm some like super bougie person or anything like that. This was an investment. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. You know, I didn't pay cash for this car. This was a true investment for me personally. You never know. I do want to keep this car for the rest of my life, but like I said, you know, I really love the Cybertruck, so I wouldn't mind in the future maybe trading this guy in and getting a Cybertruck. But you know, I don't want to go down a rabbit hole or anything like that. But please, I cannot thank you guys enough for all the love and support. Thank you guys so much for letting me sort of share my experience buying a new car. It was super stressful. It was super tedious. It took a long time. I came literally this close to buying a Toyota 4Runner TRD Pro. Luckily I didn't, even though I still have a lot of respect for Toyota and Nissan, you know, and Lexus. I have so much respect and love for trucks and SUVs. Don't get me wrong, you will see a lot of truck and SUV reviews on this channel because there are so many here in Hawaii, you know, and I want to continue making content about my Tesla experience of ownership and maintenance and issues and problems and delivery date. You know, I love this thing so much. I bought a lot of things in my life. This, hands down, other than my wife's wedding ring, is going to be the best thing that I've ever purchased in my life. And I look forward to sharing that experience with you guys. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'm out. Mahalo. Thank you for watching.